and all you real women of Philadelphia. My name is Tina and I'm coming to you today from Honolulu, Hawaii. Ooh, I'm so nervous thinking that Paula Dean is actually watching me. So today I'm going to be making for you something with Philadelphia cream cheese. And we're starting off with 1 cup of butter. I know you like it already, don't you, Paula? We're going to put it in our pan. You can come in a little closer if you want. Look what's in my pan. And then we're going to put a chopped up small onion, diced up pretty fine. And to that we're going to add, still nervous, Paula. I'm adding chopped up artichoke, which I took from a can. So you don't need the whole can. I used about 5 of them, and I diced it up pretty good. Let's get all this going pretty well, and then I'll add the rest of our ingredients. Let you know what we've got as we're going. Okay. I'm going to just get this going pretty well. Whenever I first found out about this contest, I was super excited. I didn't find out until about the 4th, maybe the dessert week, and by then it was too late to submit something because at the time I was sick. I had lost my voice, which I'm sure my husband didn't mind one bit. And so now here I am in appetizer week, making for you my spinach gyozas with artichoke and of course the Philadelphia cream cheese. So after we get the butter and the onions going for a little while, we're going to add our spinach, which is 1 box of spinach. I believe it's 9 ounces, and I just squeezed it really dry. We don't want any of that extra water in our dish because they are going to be rolled up and fried. And then mix that in real well. We're going to add our star of the show, Philadelphia cream cheese, and this is 1 8-ounce package. Add that in there, get that going, along with half of a cup of sour cream. Can you see in my pot? Okay, stir this all up really well. You can see everything's melting together really nice. I usually double this recipe because it goes really fast. But today, I've been eating so much of these, I think I'll just do a single batch. Okay, look how good that looks already. Nice and cheesy. You can see all that? It smells wonderful. The great thing about Philadelphia cream cheese is it's so good with savory dishes, sweet dishes, or just by itself on a bagel. That's how I first started eating it. And just smelling it brings back memories. And also we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese and 1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. These are also by Kraft. They pretty much make all the cheese you need for this dish. We're going to get that incorporated. Let that melt around a little bit. And then what I have here is, okay, everybody else says you put a lot of love into your food. Well, I'm going to tell you all my secret for love. It's called sugar. And that's what I have here is a tablespoon of sugar. I also have Paula's mixture, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And then I have about a tablespoon of crushed up garlic. I'm going to put all of that in our dish. Get some good flavor going on in there. And this is very good. These are called water chestnuts. I don't know if all you ladies have heard of these. You can get them in a can in your Asian food aisle, and I've just chopped them up. They add a lot of good crunch. And the good thing about it is they don't change the flavor of your dish. It kind of has a texture of maybe like a raw potato, but it's going to have a really good crunch in there when you bite into your gyozas. And then that's basically it. We're going to turn off our fire, and then we're going to add our chopped up chicken breast. I like to use the white meat, but you could use any kind of meat you want. I guess it looks like about 1.5 cups maybe of meat. Mix that all in there real good. Look how cheesy and that looks. It's all melted up really nice. And then I like to add about 3/4 of a cup of cheddar cheese. And I like to do that once I turn off the flame because I want this part to melt inside of my gyozas while I'm frying them. It'll look like. And I'll go get my gyozas, show you what they are, and we'll start wrapping them. Okay, Paula, I'm back, and here's the gyoza wrappers I told you about. These are very similar to wonton wrappers you can get in your, usually in the Oriental section. Here in Hawaii it's sold everywhere, but they're just like wonton skins, but they're round. That's why I think they're so cute. But if you can't find these, it's perfectly fine to use the wonton skins. And what I have in this bowl is a beaten egg with some water. This is our egg wash to seal up our gyoza. I'll just dip my finger in there and go around the whole outside. And I use my ice cream scoop to get the perfect amount to put inside. It's very tempting to overfill these because the filling is delicious. Or as we say in Hawaii, ono. But then if we overfill it, they'll come all out in oil, and that won't be very cute. So the egg makes a nice seal. Oops, see what I did? Makes a nice seal on there. And then you just put them aside, get them all wrapped up, and you'll fry them. I'm just going to finish rolling these all up, and then we'll come back to stick them in the fryer. I'm just going to finish rolling these all up, and then we'll come back to stick them in the fryer. Welcome back, everyone. Paula, have you ever seen somebody so nervous in their own kitchen? I'm trying to calm down now so we can get the show on the road. I finished wrapping up our gyozas, most of them. I just put them on a cookie sheet lined with wax paper and a little bit of flour so they don't stick. And our oil looks like it's hot enough, so we'll go ahead and stick some in there and get them going. You know, when I trying to figure out what recipe to make for this Philadelphia cream cheese challenge, my sister said, well, why don't you make that pesto blossom thing that I love? And it's always a huge hit. But I told her, well, that's Paula's recipe, so I can't really steal that one. So I had to come up with my own. But believe me, everything I have tried of yours has been a hit. Given me a really good reputation as a good cook, even though they weren't my recipes. I think I already broke my tongs here, but see what nerves will do to you? They're frying up really fast here. Okay, so we've got our beautiful gyoza all fried up, and we've also got our dipping sauce right here in the middle. What I did was I used the Philadelphia whipped cream cheese. I used about half of the container, which I believe is about half of a cup. And I used my favorite sweet chili sauce. You can use any kind of chili sauce you want. About a quarter cup of that. And then maybe about a half a cup of orange juice. Just depends on how thick or thin you want your sauce to be. And it is super good. It adds a little bit of heat and the creaminess to your gyozas. So ladies, please forgive my nerves. I'm really quite funny when I'm not shaking in my boots. But enjoy this recipe, and look forward to seeing y'all later. If I don't die of nervousness, I'll probably do dessert week.